The last question is, what does the future look like for innovative medicine?
Oh, the future. All right, here we go. Nostradamus. We're going to be in every continent too. Now, it's listen, I see the future as very positive because I think it has to be. A lot of people are very bleak on the world right now and everything going on, big pharma, pandemic, mandates, everything. I see this as a spiritual awakening for many. I see that we're hitting a tipping point, as Malcolm Gladwell would put, into really, we have to change, and that change is going to be difficult. There will be kind of casualties in a sense of going through these changes of belief systems breaking down, right? These mirages of certain things going away and being truly responsible for our health. But in doing so, liberated, empowered. And that's where I'd like to be involved in. I'm not saying it happens directly, everything through innovative medicine. I think that we're there to help as one of the pioneers in this movement to get people to understand that your greatest wealth is health and that there are absolutely ways to bring about health, even in the cases of incurable. And so I want to be a leader in being the beacon of hope for those people. We're seeing more and more, and I don't think you're going to see that slide just yet to that 60, 80, maybe even closing in on 90% are chronically ill. We may have to get there before the tipping point hits, but we need to do something. And I do think that, again, disease to me is a bell. It's a sign. Something needs to change. And when society, has that sign on the whole, something needs to change there. And the good thing is we don't have to start from scratch. We do have places like Innovative Men, like so many others that are ready in a sense. So, in the future, I see this as growing and expanding in multiple ways. I've always talked about a 5-pillar kind of way to do that through education, through clinics around the world, through products that are truly high quality, through, charitable organizations that allow this to be affordable, because I don't think it'll ever be under insurance. And I don't want it to be, honestly. If insurance got its hands on it with the way insurance is right now, it would severely limit your options in a sense, or the level of personalization for it, because it is a slow process, not just throwing pills, but a lot involved in it. And if you skip any one step of it, you won't have success. And through this kind of corporate kind of mission of it all, bringing it all together, I want to see all of that expand and reach more people, because I truly believe that if, we don't turn things around, we're set for a huge calamity. But I don't think that's the case. And I really do think that we are at this kind of, spiritual reckoning point where things will turn around, and the future after this kind of little bit of tussle and calamity and this sort of, really uncomfortable time will be a time of growth, of really evaluating what matters and kind of pushing back on this idea of like even spending for health, right? We need to spend. That should be where most of our money goes, into health, because without, we can't do too much. So I really am truly positive about the future of innovative medicine and where we're going, and the reach of what we could do. One clinic, a company, how we are, can only reach so many people. But to spread it out and build a movement and get people not even in the doors of clinics, but thinking differently, in charge of their health again, instead of feeling like victims of their diseases. I think that is the future, not just of innovative medicine, but medicine on a whole. So I'm incredibly optimistic about things and looking forward, even if it is somewhat challenging right now. And I understand where people are fearful about what's going on right now. But I do think that when all this is said and done, we're still in an alchemical evolution of humanity, where sometimes we got to go down a little bit to go back up, and then it goes down and goes back up higher. And so maybe we're at like this low point or somewhere near it right now. But I do think we'll swoop back around and start to really be enlightened and realize how much we have control of our health and how much we could actually do within things like medicine and healthcare. And I'm really hoping to be, a big part of that as we move forward.
Caspar, always a pleasure and an inspiration.
I'm off the hot seat.
You were off the seat.
Oh, well, Honestly, Ben, thank you so much. I couldn't think of a person, like a better person to do this. You know me for so well, and like over the years, and 100 episodes seems like just yesterday. I was sweating in front of this camera here and starting my first one with my co-founder Mark, actually sitting down, not knowing what I was doing. I'm pretty sure I left the microphone off for the first half and then like turn it on later. But no, it's really been an honor to work alongside you, and it's been an honor to like get to know the audience over this and really connect with so many people and share stories of so many people that are like, oh wow, that really, like, I didn't know whether people would care about these stories. And even, you know, your own story and ever, like it really matters, I think, to share stories with the world and share your own, even if you feel like, oh, what's the big deal in my story? So I just want to take this opportunity to thank you, thank all the guests over the last 100 episodes, and I'm really looking forward to the next 100.